We know that God conducts the world in a manner of Midah keneged Midah, which means measure for measure. If you go into the Far East, the Buddhists refer to it as karma. There's good karma and bad karma. And in our own street language, it's what goes round comes round. What precipitated the collapse of Greece, or I should say the Greek economy, to the extent where we're being told that by the terms of the bailout, Greece will be asked to exit from the European Common Market, and we're being told that the currency of Greece will no longer be the euro, but they'll have to revert back to the drachma. We human beings have to adopt a double vision, or let's use the term split level vision. We always have to be seeing things on two planes, on an earthly plane and on a heavenly plane simultaneously. On the earthly plane, there are other people who are much more qualified to discuss with you the economy of Greece and Europe and the global economy. I'm going to discuss from a heavenly perspective what this is all about, what's going on exactly. If you can remember back long enough, there was a time that Turkey wanted to enter the European Common Market, and they were barred from doing so by Greece. Now, geographically, there's merit to the Turkish argument, because part of Turkey is in Europe, part is in Asia, that's true, but part of the country, and a very significant part of Turkey, is in Europe, the region known as Thracia, or the ancient Thrace. So geographically, there's merit to the Turkish argument and the Turkish bid to enter the European Common Market. And Greece was directly responsible for keeping Turkey out of the European Common Market. Now, what that engendered was the following. Since Turkey could not look westward to Europe, it was forced to turn eastward to Islam. And this accelerated the process of Islamization of Turkey. We know that after World War I, the Caliphate was dismantled, the Ottoman Empire was in shambles, was in ruins, and there arose a modern leader, or modernist leader I should say, Ataturk, who Europeanized Turkey. He created a secular republic. It was no longer the Islamic Caliphate. The writing was no longer Arabic. Instead of Osmanli, Turkish was now written in Latin characters so that it could join Europe. And this pretty much brings us up to the millennium, up to the 21st century, at which time Turkey became Islamized to a great degree. You have today this fellow Erdogan, who's an Islamist, and there's a tremendous tension in Turkey today between the secularists and the Islamists, and the Islamists are in the ascendancy. They are in power today. What came out of that was a break with Israel. Under the previous regime, the secular regime, there were excellent relations between the two nations, between Turkey and Israel. There was a lot of trade going on between the two. When the Islamists took over, there was an abrupt rupture of relations between Turkey and Israel. And that's where we're at today. But again, if you can remember back far enough, how did it all come about? As I said, Greece entered the European Common Market. Greece became part of Europe and did everything possible to bar Turkey's entry. So, to wrap up, Midah keneged Midah, measure for measure, the same Greece which kept Turkey out of the European Common Market is now being trounced from the European Common Market itself.